Wait, is that a big enough tank of water?
It's half a gallon. You're supposed to drink about 4 liters of water per day per person, or something crazy like
How
that.
much is a liter?
A liter is
A liter hosing.
Well, I get what?
I think 2.5 liters is 1 gallon.
2.5 liters is a gallon. I thought it was 3 something.
Hey, Abby, bring me your new friend. Hold on, you guys gotta see this.
Oh yeah. You won't be on camera.
Okay.
They're shy.
Yeah. Okay. Look what my daughter found.
Oh, it doesn't even fully fit in frame.
It
Oh no.
does it.
It's Jeff. His name is Jeffrey.
Spelled Geoffrey.
We should do the video with Jeffrey between us.
Okay. Hi, Jeffrey.
She's rescuing her baby.
Okay. Anyway, today I would like to offer. I know he's never going to know this, and he's never going to know what I thought about him, but I would like to offer my humble apology to Julian Assad.
I agree.
I'm telling you, it turns out that we are the bad guys.
Turns out the government is spying on us.
It turns out, all right? I'm telling you what, I mean, I don't see it's, the Democrats or the Democrats, the left, let's just say the left, because there's no two parties. There's just one party, one side. The right side of the party is moving slower than the left. All right? The left is filth. And the CIA, the FBI, you look what they're doing, all right? The mainstream media, these people just downright lie, all right? Certain things I have learned, okay, when they say there's no evidence of, what?
Excuse me, where's the Scoopy thing?
That's called a broom.
No, where's the thing for it?
I don't know. Why don't you look?
Oh, okay. Well, it's on the other broom, so I don't know.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah. Few catchphrases. When they say there is no evidence of, it means there's a bunch of evidence. They just won't look at it. Right. The two-tier justice system. The FBI is literally the Gestapo now. They're raiding civilians' houses. I watched them blow a hole in a 78-year-old man's house.
Yep.
And kill him.
Yep.
For no reason, other than that he said something nasty, I reckon, right? You see this tactical raid on Trump's house and a casual knock on the door at Biden's house. The two-tier justice system is destroying America. I don't know what the answer is, but I think we need to listen a little bit more to this Julian Assange fella. All right?
The thing is, people don't necessarily mind having that being a problem, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't care if you're getting the short end of the stick. I'm fine over here. Here's the problem.
As long as it doesn't affect me.
The problem is, it's not always going to be this way,
and that's what they don't understand.
They got the people on the left walking along the line that they want them at the beat of their own drum. So what's going to happen as soon as they subdue the other people? They will change the tune, and then it's going to be you do what we say, or you get, whatever.
They're way out of control, okay? And, it's like the truth. They're going against the truth. And like I heard Joe Biden the other day say that, the Second Amendment is never intended to be written in stone. Yes, it was. It's a law of the land. It was voted, okay? Now, what I'm seeing in my own personal life is like somewhere along the line, the left side starts to think that truth is subjective. If I don't agree with it, it's not true. All right? And you have to understand, you have to afford both sides, all right, the same courtesy. Now, I heard that preacher Doug Wilson, right? Everybody should know who he is, whether you like him or not, but everybody should know who he is. He used a phrase that just scares the living crap out of me. And it's a phrase that the left uses, okay? The end justifies the means. No, it doesn't. All right.
Never.
Our country right now, we're in a crisis, okay? And I mean, you can see it play out in so many different places. Look at girls' basketball, okay? You girls were basically playing for your mom and your dad and a couple of friends. Uh, Viewership on the WNBA was like 150, maybe 160,000 views. That's on TV, plus what's actually, say, another 17 or 6 or 17 or whatever. Anyway, I mean, so, right? But then when this girl, Caitlin Clark, came out, right? She is so talented that when she's on the court, viewership soars to like, what was it, 1.8 million?
Very significant.
Yeah, a significant jump, right? And so what do you girls do? You gang up on her, you try to beat her up, you call the entire state of Indiana racist. That's,
Essentially, anyone that's a fan of hers is
yeah,
racist.
it's racist is what you said. All right, now, and you don't understand that therein lies the racism, okay? Now, I think we need to start listening to Julian Assad more. I mean, I dislike the guy, but I'm telling you, he's been right. He was targeted. This was a sham by our government. And, I mean, it scares the heck out of me that people are so lazy that you can't look a definition up, okay? If the mainstream media tells you something is an insurrection, okay, you believe it to be an insurrection. Why? Because you don't want to do any research.
That's right.
You are so lazy. We are, as human beings in America, we're so lazy that we don't know the definition of a big word, insurrection. An insurrection is a planned, well armed, well led, violent action. Okay? It requires leadership and arms, which were lacking on January 6th.
I agree.
So you guys are persecuting all of these people for basically what amounts to criminal trespassing. And my problem is, during your summer of love with Antifa and Black Lives Matter, I have aerial views of big portions of Washington, D.C. being burned down. You guys went into the Capitol. You do it all the time. No one ever gets this kind of treatment on the left, all right?
No, and you don't really see it on the news much.
Yeah.
Hardly at all. Why? Because they want you to have a certain narrative that fits what you want to know.
Yeah?
Know? Yeah, it's a narrative that they want you to have.
And it's like you can't even have a discussion with someone that's on the other side because they just keep repeating the same nonsense that the mainstream media says that's not true. And it was like me and my wife were talking, and look, we're not Trump fans, okay? I'm going to vote for him for the obvious reasons, not because I'm a mega nothing. It's just because we had a proven record, things were good under him, okay? We have a proven record, and in my mind, if you're going to vote for 4 more years of this, you're an idiot, and there's just no help for you.
Yeah.
You deserve what's coming, but I don't, all right? But, no. I mean, I don't deserve it. I think somebody still owes me grocery money and gas money, all right? All you people out there getting involved with the Middle East and the Ukraine, and all this is a distraction. We can spend, $800 billion? It's an insane amount of money on a war in Europe that does not concern us in any way, shape, or form. But the federal government can't help people out in the floods over there in North Carolina, but you guys can't do that. Our president couldn't even be bothered to go visit the area. A presidential candidate, he went and he's trying to help our own government, even our own vice president. From what I understand, she was on her way. She went to, what was it? Somewhere in California up there, San Francisco, for a fundraiser. That was more important to her than getting boots on the ground to help these people.
It's very disgraceful.
Yeah, I mean, Ron DeSantis is sending relief, and so did our governor here in Texas. We're sending stuff up there to help these states. But our federal government
No.
isn't.
Why? Because they're not. They don't care.
They don't
They
care.
don't care.
Yeah.
They're pandering to the people that are misinformed, and we get it. Sometimes you're just busy with life and you're not aware of everything that's happening in the world, but you have got to get out of your own shell and look,
Yeah.
because they could very well bamboozle, gaslight people into thinking that it's a good idea to vote for Kamala and she could win, and then what?
Here's the whole problem, right? The left has a habit of cheating, all right? And then because they won't do any investigations, and investigations are slow, we're just now finding out that in 2020, this guy did not win. Trust me. There were way too many irregularities, and it's just nobody would look into it. When they said there's no widespread voter fraud, well, because there's thousands and thousands of reports, but they refuse to look into it. But if you get one report saying that, oh, Republicans were biased, man, the full power of the federal government is in there.
Yeah.
I say that we take Julian Assange or Assad or whatever his name is, and I think we should put him in charge of the FBI.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm just saying.
Anybody else, the FBI, all of them.
But
people.
yeah, you girls in the WNBA, you know what?
Grow up.
Grow up. If I was that Caitlin Clark chick, I'd go play in Europe. They ain't got that kind of BS in
It sounds
Europe.
fun.
Y'all deserve what you had.
What
all
did
right?
they offer her in Spain? Spain is lovely this time of year.
Yeah.
Go to Spain, baby.
Yeah.
Italy, dang. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? And here, okay, can I just say something? And this is a non sequitur, but it kind of is. Okay. You have this example of women, the WNBA being so tragically, horrifyingly racist,
Nasty
and all
women.
nasty women.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have women like Pearl that actually do serve a little bit of a purpose.
She makes me agree with it, therefore.
But then sometimes she says things like, "Women don't have the right to vote.
Shouldn't have
the right to vote." And then you
You
have.
look at the WNBA.
But wait. I'm getting to something. Then you look at, so for instance, I was watching a little YouTube short of John MacArthur and saying something along the lines that says, it is disgraceful for a woman to be a preacher and a teacher. And we can have a debate on that whenever you want to. It's incorrect.
My daughter does not want to be on camera.
It's wholly incorrect. But watch. And and they'll tell you also that the patriarchy and the evangelical world will tell you that women shouldn't be in power, shouldn't do anything political, anything. And to all of that argumentation, I will present to you the Prime Minister of Italy.
Oh yeah,
she's great.
Yes,
she's great. That is a woman in power. I mean, who knows? She might end up being some weirdo later on.
Who knows?
But what I'm trying to say, I mean, you had Margaret Thatcher. She was, probably not the best example, but let me tell you that,
yeah.
The
Iron Maiden.
The Iron Maiden. She is no Kamala Harris.
Right.
No, Kamala Harris is no Margaret Thatcher. And I mean, it's just because the side that doesn't want you to. The example is the side that doesn't want you to see the good on the other side presents to you the bad all the time.
Here's the problem.
They manipulate the message.
Here's the problem.
Same with the women.
Our government lies, outright lies, so much. You can't get the truth out of Washington to save your life. You'll never get it. Everything Joe Biden says pretty much is a lie. Everything the mainstream media says is a lie. I liked how during the debate they fact-checked Trump all those times, and everything he said was the truth, and they said it wasn't the truth. Now I'm going to give you my prediction for the election. No matter what happens, if by some miracle Kamala Harris won legitimately because of all the lies and they will refuse to investigate anything, the right side or the conservative side is going to fucking bring violence. Oh, sorry. I didn't say the F-bomb, did I? Oh, anyway, I apologize. But anyway, they're going to bring violence because
Yes.
this happened before, and we get no redress, or the right gets no redress to any grievances whatsoever. There's never an investigation, and if they do, it's halfway. Okay? So that would be a scenario if Kamala Harris wins, right? Now, if Kamala Harris loses, you're going to wind up with the right, or the left, sorry, doing the same thing they did when Trump won. They're going to burn down cities, burn down buildings, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, the gay people. They're all going to get out there and they're going to get violent, and there will be no justice for this. So no matter who wins, all right, because it just, I don't see a peaceful ending to this. I pray to God there is. I know my strategy is I've got a little hunk of land here in Texas. You stay off my land, you don't have a problem with me.
Yeah.
But I don't see a happy ending to this. There's no such thing as a blue state. I know you guys want to believe that, but there's not. There's just blue cities.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the country, whether the population or not, does not believe what you believe, and they don't want to live by your rules. All right? You guys keep up your imaginary stuff, and they pick on women a lot. And now this goes back to the Pearl thing. Why women shouldn't vote, right? Because you're emotional. These young women somehow believe that their reproductive right, I saw a video the other day that was disgusting. This woman murdered her child, right? She had an abortion, killed her child because she already has a baby and she's petting her dog. And if I have to choose between this baby here and one in my stomach, I'm going to choose this one here. It was disgusting. But they pick on women because they know you're emotional, and those catchphrases ring deep with you. Let me tell you something. Here in Texas, we don't allow abortion, and there's no protest. Women aren't feeling bad about it. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, this is all imaginary in the big cities. And that's what Pearl is saying, that you shouldn't be allowed to vote because you vote with your emotions and not your head.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean the thing is, women are capable of doing that.
Yeah.
Somebody raised these young girls, including the WNBA lady,
Oh my
and they
gosh.
did a lousy job. Shame on you, parents. Shame on you.
But anyway, this video here was, I know we always wander, but yeah, that Julian Assange, I said some pretty nasty things about you.
Sorry,
I
guys.
believed you were the enemy of the American people until I figured out that it's the CIA and the FBI.
Yeah, they're the enemy.
All right? And therein lies your problem in America, okay? I believe that law enforcement is a necessary agent. I really, really want to support them. But they've been trained in the wrong way. You don't have to beat up everybody you arrest, in my humble opinion, right? I've seen these violent Gestapo. I mean, yeah, if the police are called, I mean, they get out there and they think they can do anything. And you get arrested for resisting arrest. That's not a crime. That's a crime that should be tacked on to something else. But they force you to raise your voice, and then they start treating you like a criminal, and then that's what irritates you, all right? I think the tactics our police officers use are horrible. I truly believe that all police officers do not need to carry a gun. I don't. They rely on it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Anyways, we could go on for days.
we could, but yeah, but anyway, like I'm saying right now, okay, this is FUBAR. And until we take back the education system and until we get an honest media who reports both sides of the story, you're going to have people out there that, and it's not their fault. It's just this is what they hear repeatedly, right?
Yeah.
ABC, NBC, CBS. You believe these people to be reporters. They're not. They're entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. But the truth is there. So really, I used to think it's not your fault that you were brainwashed. Now I believe it kind of is because you're lazy
Yeah,
and
you
you
can
don't
look it up.
research anything.
Look it up.
Well, here, let's go back to that Caitlin Clark. If you go back and start looking on YouTube, you'll see all these videos that say she's leaving the country, right? She's done, gonna leave. That's always the headline. But if you watch the story, that's not what it says. As of yet, I have not heard her say anything to that effect. But
Exactly.
yeah,
But
and
you gotta look it
yeah.
up. Make sure.
Same way with the mainstream media. If they say it, it's probably not true.
That's true.
Right? Anyway, God bless.
God bless. Bye bye.